Dear students, welcome. As you know, we are dealing with the letter writing skill. Yesterday we discussed about the official letters, its format, how to write an official letter. Today we are going to continue with the same, but in addition to that, we will also learn how to write the business letters. There is one more example regarding the official letters before you. This kind of statement you will find in the exam and you need to proceed ahead accordingly. That is the name, place you belong to, the colony or the locality you belong to, everything is given here and you are likely to find somewhat similar in your exam. In case you are not given the name, you can write XYZ or your name also. You are Karamveer, resident of 29A Kamla Nagar, New Delhi. Write a letter to the police commissioner of your city, drawing his attention towards the deteriorating law and order situation of your locality and requesting him to take some necessary action. Deteriorating means worsening, that is situation which is downgrading day by day. So let us proceed how to write the official letter. This is the address of the sender, that is you are writing on behalf of you, and this is your address 29A Kamla Nagar, New Delhi. Thereafter you will leave one line blank and write the date 29th May 2020. Then one line blank and write the designation of the person you are writing to, that is you are writing to the police commissioner, New Delhi. So this is the format, how to leave a blank, where to leave a blank, how to write the date format. Again and again I repeat same thing. Why? Because this should be imprinted in your mind. This format matters a lot. You should not deviate from it in any case. Then leave one line blank and write the subject. Subject should be small enough, that is brief and precise, meaningful. Don't start the subject by conjunctions or prepositions. So deteriorating law and order situation, that is sufficient. First letter of each word should be capital, except the conjunctions or the conjunctions mainly used in between. So thereafter salutation, leave one line blank and write the salutation. After salutation you will not leave the blank, you will write your content straight away. So I, Karamveer, a resident of Kamla Nagar, would like to draw your attention towards the worsening law and order situation in our locality. So this is the introductory paragraph of your letter. You are introducing yourself to the law authority, that is the police commissioner, who you are. At least he should come to know about the person who has written the letter. So in the very first line you have given your introduction. Thereafter leave one line blank. As you know that we have already discussed about the format of content. Always leave one line space between two paragraphs. This is the new format we are following. Earlier we used to have some different format, but now you will leave one line blank and then write the next paragraph from the left margin only. Don't leave any space here. So now you have to give the whole detail of the law and order situation which is deteriorating in your locality. You need to narrate the different problems or the activities, criminal activities which have disturbed you and which have forced you to write to the law commissioner, that is police commissioner. Nowadays the criminal activities are happening at a rapid rate, or you can say are occurring at a very fast rate. Not even a single day is left without any untoward incident in the city. The newspapers are found suffused with such activities: kidnapping, murders, eve-teasing, rapes, theft, fights, communal violence, etc. have become a common thing which we either witness, read in newspaper or hear about on daily basis. So these are the common issues, these are the common problems of that locality where you are residing, and these are the problems you come to know on daily basis. Criminals commit the crime in broad daylight and they have no fear of police even. So they are not afraid of the police action also. It means they are roaming openly. They don't have any fear of any authority. People totally feel insecure in such an atmosphere where anything wrong can happen anytime with anybody. There is a sense of fear in the minds of the residents. On the other hand, criminals roam undeterred. Undeterred means they are unchecked. Their acts or their crimes are unchecked. Their crimes are uncontrolled and they are committing the crimes daily without any fear. Then we are going to have a concluding paragraph. Despite repeated complaints in this context or in this regard, no satisfactory step has been advanced by the administration or no satisfactory action has been initiated by the concerned authorities. Administration, you can write in your own words, in your own language, but it should be grammatically correct. It should give some sense. Hence, you are requested to look into this matter at the earliest and take necessary steps to improve the existing law and order situation. Right? Thereafter, leave one line blank and you will write the subscription, that is complimentary ending of the letter. Thanking you, yours truly, Karamveer. That's it. It is sufficient. Now I have given you an example and you need to write a letter on the basis of the statement. You are Mehul / Maitri, resident of Krishna Colony, Ambala. Write a letter to the divisional officer UHBVN, that is Uttari Haryana Bijli Vitran Nigam. This is about the electrical complaint. Complaining about the frequent power supply interruption in your locality and asking for the remedial action. Right? So you are the resident of Krishna Colony, Ambala. Your name is so and so, and you need to write to the divisional officer or divisional manager of UHBVN, Ambala, and you have to complain him about the frequent power cuts in your locality and you are facing it at you can say at a frequent interval. So as a resident, you have to lodge this complaint with this authority. This is also an official letter. You need to follow the format and you need to write it in your fair notebook and send it to me. Thereafter, we will proceed ahead with business letters. So business letters are mainly concerned with the consignee, consignor and consignment. There are three terms you need to know about this. Consignee, consignor and consignment. Very simple but very famous terms. You need to be acquainted with these before dealing with the business letters. Dear students, in case of business letters, you are writing to your counterpart or the person you are dealing with in business terms. Either you need something from him or some goods from him, or you are sending some goods to him. It means the person who is demanding something from somebody, who is asking for dispatchment of some items, he is the consignee, right? For example, I need some books from the bookseller, then or the publishing house, then I am the consignee. The person who is sending the books, that is the book publishing house, he is the consignor, and the item which is sent, item which is dispatched to us by the consignor is known as consignment. That is the consignment. So a consignor sends the consignment to the consignee. सामान लेने वाला कंसाइनी, भेजने वाला कंसाइनर, और जो सामान होता है, जो लगेज, जो भी आइटम्स है, गुड्स हैं, उसको बोलते हैं कंसाइनमेंट इन सिंपल टर्म्स. सो देयर इज अ स्टेटमेंट बिफोर यू. You are Manish Malhotra. As a librarian of SD School Gurugram, write a letter to Mittal Publishing House, Mathura, to place an order for certain books required in your school library. Okay, so we are going to write a letter, or you are going to place an order by means of a letter regarding some requirement of books in our library, that is school library, and as a librarian you need to write the letter. So you can write your designation at first, librarian, which school, SD school, which place, Gurugram. Now there is one additional thing we need to know. Whenever we are writing business letters, there is a letterhead, and there is a file. From that file we are sending that letter, means to have a track, to have the record of the letters sent to that person, to that firm. We need to mention them, and that is known as a reference number. For example, हमने कितनी बार ये मित्तल पब्लिशिंग हाउस से बुक्स मंगवाई हैं, सो हम कौन सा लेटर अभी भेज रहे हैं उसका एक हमारे पास रिकॉर्ड होना चाहिए. फॉर एग्जांपल, वो हमसे हमारी जो डिमांड है उसके बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन में पास करते हैं, रिप्लाई देते हैं, सो वो उसको रेफ़र करते हैं कि वी आर राइटिंग द रिप्लाई इन रेफरेंस ऑफ सो एंड सो लेटर. फॉर एग्जांपल, आपने एक लेटर अप्रैल में भेजा और दूसरा आप मई में भेज रहे हैं, बट यू आर नॉट राइटिंग एनी रेफरेंस, सो वो रिप्लाई कर रहा है, और फॉर एग्जांपल रिप्लाई आपके पास में लेट से पहुंचता है, आपके पास में 2 रिप्लाई एट ए टाइम आ रहे हैं. सो इट बिकम्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू कम टू नो अबाउट द रिप्लाई, दैट विच रिप्लाई बिलोंग्स टू विच लेटर, कौन सा रिप्लाई कौन से लेटर का है. बट इफ वी हैव गिवन दिस रेफरेंस नंबर, देन डेफिनेटली ही विल मेंशन दिस रेफरेंस नंबर इन हिज रिप्लाई, दैट आई एम गिविंग दिस इंफॉर्मेशन इन रेफरेंस टू लेटर नंबर सो एंड सो, डेटेड सो एंड सो. सो इट becomes very easy for tracking the letter. So reference number you will give just after the sender's address. You will leave one line blank. There was some space problem, I missed it, so I have left it, I have written it here itself. So there is one line blank, then you will write the reference number, and reference number can be given by the firm, by the businessman, according to its own letterhead. Okay, for example, SDS. So SDS stands for SD school / 2020 year, month, and number of the letter from that file. For example, already you have written 18 letters, that is the 9th, this is the 19th letter, so I have written it in this way. Thereafter you will leave one line blank and write the date, 29th May 2020. In case of reference number and date, you may not you are not it is, or you can say it is not necessary to leave the blank. These two things can come together also in two subsequent lines. Thereafter leave one line blank and write the person you are writing, that is his designation, the manager, Mittal Publishing House, Mathura. After that leave one line space and write the subject, placing an order for books. You can write it only as order for books, that is also correct, but never write to place an order for books, as I have already told you that you will never start your subject with a preposition. Okay, so never write to place an order for books. Thereafter leave one line space and write the salutation. So in case of business letters, as you know, you can write dear sir, dear madam, you can use the word dear. Thereafter start your main content. Being a regular customer for last 15 years, our school once again would like to enrich its library with the quality books published by your sincere efforts. Okay, so this is somewhat complimentary wording which you are using for your publisher, and you are asking him that, you are telling him that you are a consistent, or you are a good customer of him, you have been connected to him for last 15 years. So this leaves a better impression on the publisher or the manager. So in order to avail your flawless service, we would like to place an order for following books to facilitate our students and staff members. Thereafter you can write the name of the books by serial number and their writer also, author also, number of copies or number of pieces required. That is serial number 1, you need Oxford Concise English Dictionary 10 pieces. Number 2, so here the author is not required because it is well known that it is written by Oxford Press. Second is objective English grammar, okay, objective English grammar by S.P. Baxi, 5 copies you need. Third is descriptive English by S.P. Baxi, 5 copies. Fundamentals of Economics by S.K. Jain, 5 copies. Concepts of Physics, Volume 2 by H.C. Verma, 3 copies. Objective Mathematics by R.D. Sharma, 3 copies. Likewise, you can write a number of books according to your requirement, but try to write them in the very concise manner and clearly. It should be crystal clear. It should be in a legible handwriting so that the publisher can, or the person who is going to send these books to you, can understand them, can have a good idea which book you need by which author. Thereafter, you are going to write the concluding paragraph. Since we have been your old customers, thus a fair discount is expected from your side. Means obviously, if you are such an old customer of this Mittal Publishing House, definitely you would like to have some monetary benefits. So in that case, you can write this your side. At an advance check of rupees 12,000 has been attached with, and the remaining amount will be paid as soon as the order is received. This is sufficient. Yes, you can also add that in case some books are found damaged, you will be held responsible for that. And also the delayed delivery may interrupt our orders in future, okay, or may force us to stop any placement of orders to you in future. You can write all the conditions. Thereafter, leave one line space and write thanking you, yours faithfully. You can write here thanking you, waiting for an early delivery. You can add this sentence also. Yours faithfully, Manish Malhotra, librarian, SD School. You can write your designation also here in the bracket. Then yes, you have placed an order for the books. Now the publishing house or the Mittal Publishing Agency need to reply your order that he has received so and so order and he will be sending so many books, like that. So how? Now the sender's address will be according to the publisher, the manager, because वो आपको बुक्स भेज रहा है, वो आपको लेटर लिख रहा है, सो वो लिखेंगे द मैनेजर, मित्तल पब्लिशिंग हाउस, मथुरा. Leave one line space here. Then he will write the reference number, Mittal Publishing House 2020-05, or for example this is the letter number 123rd. So this is the reference number from his file. Then date 31st May. So as you know that the date on which you have sent the letter, you have placed the order, the reply of the letter will be dated on the later date. Thereafter leave one line space and receives address, librarian, SD School, Gurugram. One line space, subject, execution of order, means fulfillment of demand. Leave one line space, write salutation. Sir, sincere thanks for placing an order for books wide reference number. You can use this wide reference number SDS 2020-0519 dated 29th May 2020. ये उसका रेफरेंस नंबर है जो लाइब्रेरियन ने जो अपने लेटर में लिखा था. We are pleased to inform you that the relevant consignment has been dispatched along with the invoice. Invoice means the bill, which is having number of books, rate per piece and total amount. You will receive the order well in advance, and according to your expectations. So means you are assuring your customer that he will receive the consignment or he will receive the books within time frame and according to the expectations, means the consignment will not be delayed. Thereafter, you can write another paragraph. All the books are of latest edition and having best paper quality. The total cost of the books ordered is rupees 19,500. We have received an advance of rupees 12,000 by means of check bearing number so and so. So जो चेक आपने भेजा था, the publishing agency can mention the check number also, so that it becomes clear or it is confirmed that yes, this is the check number and there is no discrepancy, no confusion. Check number so and so, dated 29th May 2020. We assure you of our best services and look forward to your consistent support. Right? Thereafter, concluding paragraph. In this case, we have written 4 paragraphs. You can increase up to 4. There is no issue, but there should be minimum 3. The consignment will be delivered to you within the stipulated time frame. Stipulated means actual time frame which was out, that is by or within 10 days, within 15 days, whatever time you have given to the publishing agency. Within that time you will get it. You are free to return any book found damaged or inferior in standard. Feel free to share your experience with us. Leave a line space. Thanking you, yours sincerely, XYZ, means if name is not given. So as you know that the name of the manager is not mentioned, so you can write XYZ or any name here. Alright. So dear students, this was about the placement of order and its reply. Now if we talk about the cancellation of an order, suppose you have placed an order of books and after some time you realize that it is not required or you have got those books from other sources, then definitely you need to cancel that order. So how to write a letter about cancellation of an order you have already placed? This is the statement you will find there. You are Rohit Kumar of 42 Kailash Nagar, Dehradun. You have placed an order for some sports items to New Era Sports House. When you received the order, you found that many of the sports items were in a damaged condition. Write a letter to the sales manager asking him to replace or cancel the order. So in this case, we are writing the cancellation of order because of some items you received in damaged condition, right? So in this case, either you can cancel the order or you can ask the sender for the replacement of the items which were found damaged. Both the options are with you, and for both the options you have to write the same format. There is no difference in the format. So this is your address, that is sender's address. You need not write your name here. 42 Kailash Nagar, Dehradun, and leave one line space. 25th July 2018, because it is dated old, we can amend it according to our latest date, 25th May 2020. Then leave one line space and the receiver's address, the sales manager, it is his designation, New Era Sports House, and name of the place, Dehradun. Right? Thereafter, you will leave one line space and write the subject, cancellation / replacement of an order, or you can say of the order. Also, here you can give the reference number if he has written while writing this letter. So reference number makes it easy for the sports agency to track your letter. Always try to write a reference number in the business letters. Thereafter, leave one line space and write the salutation. Sir, we placed an order. You can write dear sir also. Sir or dear sir. We placed an order for some sports items on 25th May 2020 under reference number. See, this is the reference number given. Under the reference number so and so, we received the order yesterday. Okay, you have received the order. This is your introductory paragraph. Thereafter, you will leave one line space as this is written by somebody else, so the space is not left by him, but you need to give the space here. When we opened the order, we were shocked. It means something was found or something was found deficient. There is some discrepancy in the order you received. So you were shocked. Many of the cricket bats were in a broken condition. Okay, some of the balls were of inferior quality, means the quality of the balls were was not according to your requirement. The sports shoes are not as per the order placed by us. For example, you have demanded the sports shoes of Reebok company and they have sent you some local made. In fact, the order doesn't match the reputation and fame you have earned for quality products. So dear students, as you know that we place an order with a reputed firm by the product, that is the product of which firm is satisfactory and we are contented with their service. So to that firm we generally place the order with, but they have tarnished the image of themselves by sending the inferior items. Thereafter you write, I think the mistake took place while packing the order. Since you are at fault, I request you to replace the order at your own expenditure. Means whatever money is going to be spent on its on the returning of this item to the sender, it will be borne by him only. Why should you pay for that? We are cancelling the order. We are cancelling the order. And you can add that in future we hope that you would not you not sadden us, or you will not send these type of items or the items of inferior quality. Thereafter leave one line space and write the subscription thanking you. Yours truly, Rohit Kumar. Yours truly, Rohit Kumar. So this was the name given in the letter heading or the statement which you found in the exam. There is one more example before you. You are Sumit Kumar, living at 03 Jawahar Nagar. You purchased an LED TV from Garg Furniture House, Ajmer, and it bears 1 year warranty. As you find that now you find that it has stopped functioning properly only after 3 months of purchase. Write a letter to the manager asking him to repair the item at the earliest. So this is also one kind of business letter and you are complaining in this. So you write your own address, 03 Jawahar Nagar, Jaipur, one line space, 23rd 27 July 2018. This is dated earlier. Leave one line space. The manager, Garg Furniture House, Ajmer. Then you will write the subject after one line space. Repairing of the LED TV. And leave one line space. Write the salutation. Sir, we purchased a Samsung LED TV from your shop on so and so date against cash memo number so and so. This is the invoice. This is the invoice. Your bill is bearing the invoice number. The item bears 1 year warranty. So you have mentioned all the details, that so and so TV, white case number so and warranty period is 1 year. And but this has developed some issues, some problems within 3 months of purchase. So leave one space. With regret, I wish to bring it to your notice that it had stopped functioning properly only after 3 months of purchase. The picture gets fluctuated time to time and it turns black and white automatically. So the picture becomes or appears with the blurring image. Okay, you can write this word blurring, that is picture quality is not clear. It has got a defective sound system as well. So sound system is also not proper. The local technician who checked it has confirmed that technical fault in it has occurred. Thereafter, you are going to write the concluding paragraph. When we purchased the item, you pleaded for its stability and durability, but now it has disappointed us completely. So I request you to repair it at the earliest. Repair it at the earliest within the warranty conditions, according to the terms and conditions of the warranty, 8BS. Thereafter, leave one line space and write the subscription. Thanking you, yours truly, Sumit Kumar. So I think you have got a better idea about how to write the official letters, how to write the business letters, how to write the reply, how to write a letter for cancellation, how to write a letter for the repair of the items which is within the warranty period and it has developed some problem regarding its functioning. In next session, we will deal with the letter to editor. Thank you, dear students. God bless you.